What's up guys and ghouls? Welcome to another tutorial for 31 days of Vlogoween. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make spooky cake pops. I do want to preface this video by saying I am in no way, shape, or form a professional baker. I do not claim to be someone who makes really cool treats. That would be my friend Deb, and she's not here right now. So I'm just going to try to wing this. I've never made cake pops before in my life, but I found a really cute image of like some spooky cake pops and I really want to try to make them, so let's do it. So I just took the cake out of the oven and now comes the slightly fun part. I know it's still hot, but what I'm gonna do is just basically slice the cake into squares and I'm gonna dump it in a bowl and mash it up. Everyone's cake-filled dreams to just like take a big thing of cake and like squish it with your hands. So there is my container, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of scoop this out, throw it into the container. Ooh, it's very hot. I'm just gonna grab the rest and dump it in. Now at this point, I'm gonna let this cool off. I want this to be a little bit cooler if I'm putting my hands in it. A bit of a mess over here, but the cake has cooled down enough that I can now crumble it with my hands. Also, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but please make sure that you wash your hands. Remember that people are gonna be eating this, so it's best to just make sure your hands are completely clean before you actually start to crumble the cake. Okay, so now you're just gonna take a full container of frosting and add it to our crumbles. Make sure your hands are washed because we are going to be getting dirty at this moment. Okay, and now we're just going to dive in and mix all of this together. Okay. I was never one of those children that like needed to feel like mud between my fingers or any sort of thing like that. This feels gross to me. I feel like this is way too much. Like, literally it called for like a whole container of frosting, but this just seems like ridiculous, does it not? Alright, I washed my hands and I'm transitioning over to a giant spoon because this is just ridiculous. I feel like I added way too much. This is gonna have to become a ball. This is never gonna stay in like a ball. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and see if it'll harden it a little bit, so stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so if you'll believe it, it's actually the next day. These have been in my fridge for 24 hours. I wanted them to harden a little bit more. Because they were so loose, I added way too much of the frosting. In fact, the recipe said to add an entire tub of frosting, but when I reread through the instructions in the recipe, she basically started it off by saying, add 1 tub of frosting to your cake mix. Oh, but don't add it all at once because it might be too much. But literally, like, there were many sentences in between that bit of information. I feel like that would have been pretty good to know ahead of time. But regardless, leaving them in the fridge has hardened them enough that now I feel comfortable dipping them in chocolate without them actually breaking. So I'm gonna take this microwave safe bowl and some of my candy melts that I have over in the corner. I'm using the bright white candy melts. And I'm just going to, oh, okay. I'm gonna add them all to my bowl. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not. Maybe you're supposed to melt them not all at the same time. It's fine, I don't care. So I'm gonna take these, put them in my microwave for 30 seconds, and I'm gonna melt them at 30-second increments until it is all melted completely. Okay, so I have the candy melts done. It took about 45 seconds to get it completely melted. So to start off, we are going to take these really adorable little forks that I found from Party City. They were $1.69. So starting off, we're gonna take the little fake plastic forks, dip them in the chocolate, and then I'm just gonna stick it into each one because I want that to harden so that when I go to dip the actual whole ball, it doesn't just fall right off into the mixture. And obviously I chose these little forks for a reason. I'm making eyeballs, if you couldn't tell by the photo, so hopefully these will look like someone just pulled an eyeball out with a fork. Now I'm gonna put these back in the fridge for about 10 minutes to let that harden, and then I will continue with the dipping process. Okay, so these were in the fridge for about 10 minutes, and at this point the chocolate is definitely hard. Well, I shouldn't say chocolate, it's like a candy coating. So I'm gonna start by picking up the first one and dipping it down into the chocolate and just kind of swirling it around. Oh, that didn't work. Whoa, okay. Oh no, our broken half. I'm gonna take another little baby fork and like see if I can fix this situation that just happened. Okay, well that one fell apart. Let's try another one. Now I'm like really afraid. All right, I think that's okay, right? Scrape off the bottom. Yeah, that looks okay. Do the same thing here. Gotta think of ways to think outside the box when things don't go our way. And I think it comes down to the fact that I added way too much frosting. So maybe if I hadn't added as much frosting, this would be like a much easier process. Hopefully they'll still taste good though. Like just like the caramel apple pops, like I don't see why these wouldn't still taste really good. Like it's sugar and stuff. It's just gonna be really messy. Like it's gonna look like an eyeball that was really, really pulled out of the socket. By the way, I'm filming this on Luna's birthday, so if you are sticking with me in this decorating mess, say happy birthday Luna in the comments, even though her birthday has passed at this point. But that way I know you guys are watching and you know, being awesome and stuff. I should just like change these to be like mummy pops. Like they should just be like cake pops, but like mummies, because I feel like the way that I'm putting the chocolate stuff on anyway, it's kind of like it's a mummy. I think I might do that. All right, last one, you guys. Do you think we can make all this frosting fit on it? I have hope. I have high hopes here. All right. Okay, so we made it. I used pretty much all of the frosting. So like I said, I've decided that some of them look just wretched. So what I'm gonna do is take these really cute little candy eyeballs that I got. It's the brand Wilton, and I found these at Michael's. And on some of them that look really messy, I'm just gonna add like little eyeballs so that they look like little mummies. And then on the ones that are a little bit more circular, I'm gonna still try to do like my eyeball thing. But for now, let's just add some eyeballs to these ones since they're so messy. So I am gonna try to do the eyeball one on some of them. So what I'm gonna do is take these green candy melts, and I'm just going to, I'm not melting them. I'm just gonna take the whole solid thing, place it right onto the, hopefully this will stay. Let's do this one because this one looks really circular. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this little fork again, put like a dab of the stuff on the actual green part, and then I'm gonna take one of these same little eye things and just kind of put it on there. Yeah, I think I like the way that it looks better with the mummy eyes, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. I feel like this one should have 3 eyes because he's like really big. Okay, so I ran out of eyes for like that one, but it's fine. I'm not gonna open like a brand new pack just for that one lone guy. So yeah, you guys, those are my little monster cake pops. They totally did not turn out the way I thought they would, but I think they ended cute anyway, especially now that they're little mummy pops. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments down below if you think these are super cute or super fail. I'm gonna put these back in the fridge now for about 30 minutes, and then I will try one and we'll see how it turns out. So the little dudes have finished hardening, so here is what he looks like. He looks really cute, I think, on the little fork. And it's actually really easy to hold. I feel like it won't really fall off, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna give it a taste test and see how it is. Wow. Luna wants it so bad. I don't wanna like sound full of myself, but this tastes exactly like the birthday cake pop that you can get from Starbucks. So I'm pretty proud of myself right now. They didn't look very pretty, and it was a huge, long, stressful process, but it came out really good. I'd say if you have the patience, do it. It tastes really good. Alright guys, well I hope that you enjoyed this video. Sorry it took so long for me to actually film it over the course of like 2 days. I definitely think these are worth making. They just take a lot of time. Luna wants this so bad. I haven't finished it yet, but she wants it so bad. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another 31 Days of Vlogoween video. Bye everyone.